Happy Monday, everybody. Coach Tabor here at Afterburn Performance. Today starts our series on foam rolling or lacrosse ball rolling. Lacrosse ball will be used on smaller tissues and things like that to actually get in there really nicely. So foam rolling is a great way you can work on getting rid of some of that muscle soreness that you might get after exercise or anything like that. Or another way you can use it is to gain some range with your stretching that we either do pre and post exercise. Foam rolling can be done either before or after. It doesn't really matter a whole lot. For me, it was one of those things when I prescribe it to people is like when you ever feel the most tight. I like to use it before exercise, kind of get you loosened up, or if you want to do it after exercise to try to help yourself kind of just decompress and do a little bit of mobility work before you head out, get your blood pressure down, your heart rate down, all those things like that. So either one works awesome if you want to do that. So I'm going to get started. We're going to start from the bottom up in our weekly series with our arches. So to roll your arches, you're going to take a lacrosse ball, you're going to place it down on the floor. You're going to take that center part or that arch part of your foot, place it on the ball. And you can use a wall if you want for balance, completely up to you. Roll back and forth. So kind of the tissues that go along our feet kind of go across in that vertical way from our toes back to our heel. So you want to roll in that same way. You can roll around, right? Completely fine. And then what you want to try to do is if you find a spot that's particularly tender, right? Sit on that spot. And that may be all you need at that point for some people. Now, if it gets that it's a little less tender and it's manageable, then I'd like you to try to squeeze your toes down towards the ball, which is going to get a little bit more sore, a little more tender or uncomfortable, and then try to bring your toes up towards the ceiling. And then back down, and then back up. So the purpose of that is kind of like a tack and floss technique, where you're going to pin down that piece that's really, really sore, and then you're going to go open and close to try to let it kind of file back and forth on that really sensitive spot, allowing it to kind of move back and forth, kind of like you would be rolling out something for dough or anything if you're going to need baking or anything like that. So that was the lacrosse ball rolling for our arches of our feet, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that video. A great way you can work on getting those tender areas of this part of your arch. Again, we kind of neglect our feet or forget to do anything with those, and they're really a crucial part to our lifts or our performances on and off the field. If you think about it as a house, if you had a terrible foundation, the house wouldn't be very sturdy. So make sure you take good care of those feet and those arches so that way you have a sturdy foundation. But that's everything for this video. We'll be back next week for the next part of our foundational foam rolling series. So I hope you look forward to that. If you have a comment that you'd like to leave down below, whether this was a great exercise for you, by all means leave that there and I'll be happy to take a look at it. Have a great week, everybody. Hi everyone, Coach Tabor here. Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to stay up to date with what's going on at Afterburn Performance, please take some time, go like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram. If you want to see more weekly content from myself here, Coach Tabor, then subscribe to our YouTube page and I'll be putting out videos weekly. Thank you so much for watching and have a great week.